we got to jump into our favorite segment.
Boop, 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 boop.
So this is a
What's
segment
go?
you come up on this joint, and we these are subject matter. We pulled up all these internet streets that make us go, what? That really happened?
Our intern be finding us the craziest stuff. We're like, where did you
Yo,
find it?
I'm like, where did you find this stuff? And she just sits back with that same look on her face, like, yep, it happened. Yep. All right, number 5. Kelis is treated like a pet in Singapore. Go ahead, set this up for us.
So Kelis is in Singapore on vacation. She is sitting down eating, and these two women who I'm assuming are either, I think they're either from Taiwan or Hong Kong or China. Those are all kind of the same places, different places, but they're speaking Mandarin. But they are openly like, look, do you think it's real? Do you think how long it is? Like, look, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so, whatever. And people are translating. And the women weren't being like ill gross or this is crazy. They were just admiring it. But people across the world with Black women's hair, with anybody's hair, don't walk up and touch people's hair. It's just weird. Don't walk up and touch people's bellies.
But can I ask you this? You ready for this?
Yes.
Why she ain't had them smoke for them like she had for Beyonce? See what I'm talking about? You gonna let the little girls play with their hair on out there over there and see? Go ahead.
Because different cultures are different. And I told this story off air. My cousins went to Bali on vacation, and Black women, we go on vacation, it's always braids. If you see a Black woman with braids out of nowhere, she going somewhere. And people were doing the same thing with their hair, and they were kind of like, oh, thank you, and moving it out of the way. But a little Chinese girl had box braids. Where her mama got this weed from, I don't know. And it was hot pink. And when she saw my cousins with braids, she was like, oh. And my cousins were like, we'll take a picture. Oh, you can touch our hair. So it's just different over there. And I don't think they mean any harm.
Y'all being hypocrites.
Next one, number 4.
Number 4. There we go. All right, girl gives away $10,000 in grandmother's savings. She about to get cut by her grandmama.
I wish my babies went to this school because apparently this girl broke into her grandma's safe and stole over $13,000 in cash. The grandma had gotten the money from the sale of a house, so she just had it in the safe. She puts all the money in her backpack and starts giving it out to the kids, different kids in the class, just giving out different kids. The parents and the teachers are alarmed, like where all these kids are getting these $100 bills. Not like ones or two. They got $100 bills. So the police are called. The police look at her backpack. She still got $2,500. They contact her grandmother, who is devastated at the loss of money because this was the savings. This was the little bit of money she was gonna have. Rainy day.
It's poured. It poured. My God.
And this is what happens when you live in Florida, because of course this happened in Florida.
Of course, this happened in Florida.
Number
3. Ted Cruz thought it was safe to go to Yankee Stadium.
I need this fat man to sit down and just realize where he is. Excuse me. He goes into Yankee Stadium. He just waving. He just so happy to be there, catch a ball game.
Don't nobody like
People are giving him the middle finger. They're screaming. He thinks they're cheering for him. They're screaming F you as loud as they can. F out of here. This is New York. Yo, you know
that sounds like New York. F out of here. Get out of here.
This is New York. We don't want you here. Go home. Go to Cancun. Like, they're doing the whole thing. And he's still smiling and waving. And every time someone takes a picture with him, that person then puts up their middle finger, like in the picture, like cussing him out. And his showing at
but here's the thing: the state of Texas got the last laugh because the Houston Astros swept the Yankees. I think it might have been that night. So
he's still a very sad man.
Yeah.
Speaking of other sad man,
number 2, James Cordin, the host of the Late Late Show on CBS, has been banned from a New York restaurant for being. I won't put what Alexis put in our notes.
Did she put the D word?
She did.
Our intern is just like, she's like, that's what the headline says. So I'm going to copy and paste exactly how the headline says. Like, all right.
Let's use some discretion.
James Cordin, Mr. Happy, other happy fat man, like, oh, I make everybody laugh. I'm so cute. Is a jerk. He's a jerk.
Mr. Car Karaoke. Mr. Car Karaoke, yeah.
And this is not the first time stories have come out of James Corden being rude to people. And he
Yeah.
always comes out like a lot of people come, oh, I was just having a bad day. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have ever acted like this. Please forgive me. No, future Ellen. This is not how this works. Like, you have been a jerk to multiple people. People don't like it. Everybody sees through the facade now. You're just an angry white guy. That's what
So,
it is. You're an
they
angry white
said supposedly he went and he was demanding to get free drinks because the food was cold or
Yes.
something or something or something.
Not even because it was cold, because they had home fries with his meal instead of something else.
These people, man, I swear for goodness, famous folks.
And if food is cold at a restaurant, that's easy. You just tell them politely, can you go put this under the hot lamp for me and come back? And maybe it's because I'm just that type of guest.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
go
and I,
off on stuff like that.
I was a server through college, and so I get it. And sometimes when it's just egregious, and I'm up, then I may, but when it's just like, okay, I can look at stuff and say, okay, buddy, this sat in the window a little bit too long. Can you give me some fresh fries or something, and we'll be
And
good.
especially if you're a celebrity, if you say your food is cold, they'll usually not only comp you, they'll give you hot food, send you home with a
Yeah,
cake. Like, you don't have to be a jerk to the
you
poor
home
little
with a
host.
cake.
Why are you attacking the poor little hostess who can't control
Yeah,
anything got to do with the kitchen?
yeah, it's crazy, but all right. And number one, the IRS once wrote Tyler Perry a check for $9 million.
So
That's
that headline you have is actually wrong. It should be Tyler Perry fires all of his accountants after audit reveals IRS owed him $9 million.
Yeah, he did. He did get an audit, and he wasn't a happy man. But he was happy he got that $9 million. Some movie got made with that $9 million.
That's cute and cool and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you and I know, and we're lower on the totem pole of money. If
Yeah.
our tax person ever came back to say, just so you know, remember how a couple of years ago you paid like $15,000 to the IRS? They actually owed you $15,000 and I made a mistake. You made
Yeah.
a mistake?
Yeah, you can gather your belongings. This will be your last day.
To the left, to
Security.
the left, everything you own in a box
To the left.